Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca in with another episode review. Yes, girl, I am I'm by several days late, but pardon me, honey, I got a life, okay? But my bad. Real talk, I got kind of caught up. Y'all know what it's been hidden for. If you've been around here on these streets, you know why I'm behind. But I'm trying to play catch up. So this is going to be the episode of Queen Sugar that aired last week. The one coming on tonight will be up in the morning, okay? The one from last week is what we finna do right here. The one that comes on tonight will be up tomorrow. And when I'm just going to have to watch Delilah catch up and try to get her in there somewhere up in all of this here. But I'm going to do it, y'all, okay? I'm going to do it. Now, let's talk about this Queen Sugar because y'all know I don't care how many weeks late this is. I was going to do this review. And here we are to do the review for Queen Sugar, episode 4 of the 5th season, entitled Early May 2020. Now, when this episode had aired, when it started, y'all, I was sitting up there, I was looking at Ralph Angel. I said, Lord, only God can make something like that. But then I got diverted. My eyes got diverted to that clothesline. Child, that took me back to my childhood. How many of y'all remember the clothesline? Put it in the panty, bitch. Y'all remember them clothesline? I wouldn't dare try a clothesline in 2020, baby. You know why I ain't trying no clothesline in 2020? Because we don't know what kind of toxins and pollutants that's in the air. Baby, ain't no telling what your shit will have in it. But let's get into the review. I just thought that was cute. So, you know, we see Ralph Angel about to head off to work, right? Blue's so cute. Lord have mercy. He reminded him, now, Daddy, when you come home, as a precaution, make sure you take your clothes off and leave it outside. Ralph Angel said, well, basically, he told him, he said, well, they take our temperatures every day at work. And then he went to breaking down the science of what's considered regular body temperature and how temperature, body temperature fluctuates. How it fluctuates during peak times of the day opposed to later times in the evening. I said, that little boy is smarter than a mother. You better do it. You better do it. Such a smart little cute kid. Anyway, Calvin then asked Nova if his kid Courtney, who is away in college in Texas, can come stay with them. Apparently, the pandemic is really starting to kick in, and if you remember last year, you know that it is. Hold on. Baby. Let me hurry up and get up off this line with y'all. That was Juliet Place, baby. They got a sale, girl. This is the middle of a review. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn shit off. Let me turn shit off while they be the play. Girl, Juliet Place got a Springs Palace sale. Buy two, get one. Let me hurry up with this review, girl. Let me hurry up with this review. My bad. I'm sorry. Y'all know it happened like this on live too, girl. It happened on live. It happened on upload. Just get into it, girl. Just get into it. My bad. But anyway, like I said, the pandemic is in full swing right now. You remember the kids started having to come home from college. Here come his daughter, Courtney, who was away at college in Texas, but now she's coming home, and Calvin want her to stay with him and Nova. Now, Nova say, so we're going to act like we didn't just have a whole powwow down to the granddaddy's party. Calvin say, my daughter, she wasn't there. Secondly, she's not like her mom. And thirdly, she ain't really looked at me the same since the divorce. And I was hoping by her being here and us having so much time together, being quarantined, that would somehow allow me to somewhat mend fences and possibly my last chance to get my daughter back. So, of course, if you in love with this man, you might not want them damn cheering there, but you're going to go on and tell him, bring them on in. Now, she said, look here now. I don't know about this. But all right, I'm gonna let her come on through. But I don't want no fuck shit. And that's straight up. So Charlie and Micah are adjusting to the quarantine as well. They're in the kitchen cooking, talking about, the pros of being actually quarantined, how the world just stops and people actually can take a minute and breathe, opposed to the hustle and bustle of everyday normal life. That's what's going on with them. So, of course, a phone call come through. He immediately dumps his mama to go upstairs. I said, that's how them young people do you. Hollywood is down in Baton Rouge at the hospital. He done been sitting down there 4 days, and they have said that they telling him he can't come see him. That's taking a toll on him. He done waited days to see his mother, but because of the situation that the quarantine brought, a lot of us couldn't see our loved ones in the hospital. So he is basically very upset about that. Vi was on the phone with him. Vi wants to do what any other woman would want to do, go stand by your man in his time of need, but he don't want her to come out because let's remember, Vi has lupus, and she damn sure don't need no part of Miss Rona. So he told her, "No, you stay put, because I don't want to have to. I'm already stressed out, worried about my mama back up in there, and I can't be with her. But I don't want to have to worry about you as well." So she tells him, "Okay, but they gonna pray that Mama Miss Willa Mae gets better in Jesus' name." Okay. Now Nova is preparing for Courtney's arrival when Calvin says nervously that he knows that she's gonna love Nova. Nova said, "I don't know about that, because first we got to figure out if she still love you." And then here come that girl knocking on that door. And to our surprise, even though I still got my good eye on her, she was very receptive to Nova. Very respectful, gave her a hug and everything, but I don't give a damn. I still got my good eye on her. It's something that's too good to be true. We're going to have to check her out a little bit longer and see what she giving, okay? So, Vi calls over there to Prosper. She been worried about him. Knocked on his door the other day when she dropped off some groceries and he didn't come to the door. He said, "Girl, in this pandemic, you just can't be too careful." "Prosper, do you even go outside?" He lied and said he do, but that man been in that house watching nothing but CNN, MSNBC, and ABC. Scared the shit out of him. She heard that in his voice and said, "Look here, Hollywood gonna be gone a little while. He down in Baton Rouge looking after his mama. I could use some help around here and we could be each other's companionship. How about you just come on over here and stay with me a little while?" And he agreed. And I said, "That's good. Get Mr. Prosper about that house." I don't know. Well, Mr. Prosper been pretty cool. So go on, get him up out of there. Later, Mike and Charlie are talking. He wanted to know how it was. How was it like growing up as basically a college mom? And she just basically told him, the real. That shit was challenging, but I've always aspired to be the best. She said her daddy used to tell her, things to keep her encouraged. And she's glad of that, okay? So they had a good old piece of son-mother moment. I said that was sweet. They opening up, talking to one another. I guess if you're in the middle of a quarantine and you stuck in the house with somebody, you might as well talk. But I genuinely like the fact that they actually was communicating with each other. So Ralph Angel on the job, down to the convalescent home buffing and stuff. Runs into this resident, one of the residents who seemingly has an affinity for boxing. Mr. Reggie was his name. He's been there for a little over a year. He and his wife, who is also a resident there, but she kind of needs a little bit more special attention because she has dementia. So they're not in the same quarters, but they're in the same facility. And Ralph Angel said he was sorry. The man said, "For what?" We've been together over 50 years, honey. I still feel like the luckiest man alive. I said, bitch, that's the kind of love I need. I hope that's the kind of love I'm having right now. Because right now, you know, this is the honeymoon stage. So it is great. But child, that's a rare kind of love. I like that. I really did. Now, Darla at home having anxiety and feeling overwhelmed because she got an extra smart son who flies through his damn schoolwork. And she got to be the one to keep him entertained while Ralph ain't to go to work today. So he got to soothe her and calm her down and let her know that, you know, we going to get through this. I know it's hard, but he's an exceptional child. Clearly, it's going to get better, right? Darla, I know some of y'all finna say, come on now. But look, you got to remember she an addict. Now, I like Darla. But Darla, don't let this pandemic bring you back to doing something that's gonna break my damn Ralph. I almost said COVID, child, and calling about it. Don't let this get to you, girl. We are rooting for you, Darla. Okay, we rooting for you, girl. Now, Calvin, Courtney, and Nova at home playing cards, and child Miss Courtney is a little Nova. At least that's what she's pretending to be. That's right. She's one of them little matter-of-fact ones, and the ones that know the history and like to give you the statistics and all of that shit. Ain't that what they call that shit? You know, one of them fact checkers is what she seems to be to me. But Nova seemed to be liking that. I said, because they're acting alike. But don't let her fool you, girl. Don't let her fool you. We still got our side on her. We don't know who she is yet. We see Prosper make it to Vi's house, and she's getting him settled in. Then Hollywood calls, and he said that Miss Willa Mae is going to be taken off the ventilator later on that evening. There is no other viable option because, in truth, she's already gone, and to keep her on there would only be for his benefit. She's gone. And child, he was hurting. And she was trying to comfort him as much as she could from the distance that they was. I was real sad for him. That just, I don't want, child. Now, here's where the bumping of the heads finna happen, because Micah was planning on sneaking out to a party. Charlie inadvertently found it by being a nosy mom and picking up his phone. And she want to know, why would you risk going out in a pandemic to a party? Possibly risking your life and my own. Who is this girl? What's her name? Her name is Amber. Is that a white girl? Mama, I'm grown. Well, are you being safe? Mama, I'm still grown. Ugh, so you're not being safe. Ooh, you just like your daddy. Oops. Micah's offended and walks out. She feels fucked up because she said that. Sometimes he do act like Davis. I forgot, you know, he got two first names as the name child. He is just like Davis in some ways. Some ways he's just like her. So once Vi get Prosper settled in, enjoying himself, she tells him that Hollywood mom, Miss Willa Mae, passed away, and he's not doing so good. Prosper was, of course, upset. He said he assumed she'd make it. He said his age group are the ones that's being most affected by this thing. 5 people he know in 2 months have died from this, and it just ain't right. He got questions. He want to know why them and why this way. He having a moment because he's seeing people his age range catching this and dying. So he is petrified that he could be possibly next. You know what I'm saying? The question of why me, Lord? Why this situation? Why these good peoples? You know, we always have those questions, but I assured him that they gonna get through that thing together. Now, Ralph Angel was at work again, and it seems like Mr. Reggie, he was having kind of a melancholy day. he started talking about what's really important in life, and he said some of these things that we work so hard to have, the materialistic things of life, nice home, nice car, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That shit ain't important. What's really important is the simple things, like just having somebody to scratch your back and tell you it's gonna be all right, especially on your birthday. And that's when Ralph Angel realized that the day was his birthday, and that's why he was feeling the way he was feeling. So he commences to try to cheer him up. Now, we see Micah, Charlie together again. She apologized for what she said to him, referencing him to his dad. She admitted that it was hard. She having a hard time. It's hard to see what you have known to be your baby and your little boy now becoming a man. But no, she do not think of him in the same way she sees his father. I said, girl, okay, girl, you do need to get out of there. It's a pandemic. Y'all gonna be stuck in the house together. You're right. Now, Calvin and Nova talk about racism. And she's just trying to make sure that you realize that when this pandemic is over, racism is still going to be out there. They already at that point was still walking around with the Magna, Trump 2020 signs and things of that nature. But he seems to think he got it. She concerned, do you really know how hard it's going to always be for me and you because I'm a black woman and you're a white man? But he said he ready, child. Now, remember throughout this episode, we've been seeing moments where Charlie and Michael were looking through these files. And we come to find out why. She's looking through old parish bylaws because she's trying to make sure when Parker and Landry come back, and they will, she will be prepared. She ain't letting them get up on her and take these people good laying around here. Yeah, we got them dormant today, but they will rise again on tomorrow, and that's what she preparing for. I said, that's good. So, you know, his phone did ring, but he said he was going to stay right there and help his mother, and that's what he did. Back at the convalescent home, Ralph Angel done woke up Mr. Reggie from his nap with a surprise. He brought him to the window and allowed him to see his wife, Zora Lee. And they were able to communicate with each other. And that was what he did for him for his birthday. And I thought that was awesome. I mean, they wasn't together where either one of them could be at risk, you know, for that virus. But he just being able to see, because remember, he said just the simplest things. So he made that happen for him. I said, that's what's up. The end part was very heavy. In one scene, we saw Hollywood looking through old letters and postcards he had sent his mother over the years, and eventually he breaks down crying at the loss of his mother. The next person to break down after talking with Daddy Bordelon Spirit is Ralph Angel. He want to know, am I doing the right things? Are we going to be okay? Which sends him into Darla's arms, where he then says to her, with this world being in turmoil, we don't know what tomorrow brings. I would like to marry you now. And she said, okay, we can get married tomorrow. And that's where the episode ended at. That was it. That was all. This was a good episode. This whole damn season probably going to be a really good season. And I thank each and every one of you for giving me almost 20 minutes of your time today. But that's it. That's all. In closing, as always, you do not have to be great to get started, but you have to get started in order to be great. And it is the depth of your struggle that will determine the height of your success. So in the meantime, in between time, please remember to thumbs up this video. If you have the capability to share this video, please share the video. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Child, thumbs it up on your way out. I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.